guys, it's been a while since I posted a video, and as you can guess, it is because of Animal Crossing New Horizons. It is the very first Animal Crossing game I have ever played. I played the app. I know it's not at all the same, so this is my first official Animal Crossing game. I have not been able to put it down, but I have work to do. And Michael, my dear friend, gave me the idea that if I cannot play Animal Crossing, I might as well draw some Animal Crossing, just make some videos on it. So here it is. I will be drawing my two favorite original characters as Animal Crossing villagers, and I will be using Arteza's acrylic markers. I was sent the 40 set of markers, and honestly, I have not had a lot of experience with paint markers before. I did buy a set, like some unknown brand. I bought like a small set of them last year. They were so bad, I immediately just tossed them out, and I just haven't looked back. I was pretty unsure of how these would work, but just working with them for a few minutes, I realized they are way different. Pretty good quality. No odor at all. Really easy to use. None of the markers were dry. I've used a majority of them. I swatched a lot of them. None of them were dry, which was great. The 40 set has a lot of really bright and vibrant colors, which I do enjoy in my art. I should have drawn a picture with like more vibrant original characters so I could have shown off more colors. I didn't do that. As you can see, Luca is the most boring character when it comes to color palette design, but I just really wanted to draw them. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about my OCs and Animal Crossing for a majority of this video, and I will talk more about the markers at the end. I will also be talking about Arteza's giveaway at the end of the video as well, so if you want to know more about that, please stick to the end of the video. But you can also, there will be links in the description down below if you want to just go there as well. So let's just talk about my characters and Animal Crossing for a little bit because I'm really excited about them. So Animal Crossing New Horizons and my OCs. One thing that I always knew was that Luca had to be a cat. He just has a history with cats. When I first designed his character, he had a thing where he ate cats, but he doesn't eat cats anymore. Don't worry about it. That was a weird thing because he was a demon or whatever. Don't ask me what's going on in my little 15-year-old mind. Now, he is more of a cat personality-wise than anything. And so I knew I had to make him a cat, but New Horizons came out with a villager that is literally Luca. And I don't like using literally, that way, but I think his name is Raymond? Is it Simon? What's his name? Simon? Okay, listen. He's Luca in cat form. I'll put a picture of him right now on the screen. He has a blonde tuft of hair. He has Luca's old clothes. Luca used to wear a vest and a collared shirt and a purple tie. This cat has the audacity to wear his old clothing and have the same hair and be a black cat. Actually, he's technically gray, but Nintendo, what is going on? I feel like, how when people steal somebody else's original character and they just recolor it and then they post it and they're like, original character don't steal, or new OC don't steal. I feel like Nintendo just did that to me with Luca. Obviously that's a joke. Nintendo did not copy me. That is a joke. I would never say that for real, but yeah. So when I was designing Luca, I knew it had to be a cat, but I knew I had to make him look different enough so that people didn't think I was drawing the other official Animal Crossing character. So I gave him furrier cheeks, and I was supposed to make his tail furrier, but I kind of forgot. But I can fix that later. But yeah, I tried to make his hair, his bangs do go down to his eyes, so that is a pretty good difference, I guess. The length isn't the same, but other than that, it's a lot of the same design. I gave him his new design of a giant hoodie thing. There wasn't a dark purple in the marker set. I mean, there's some pretty dark purples, but not as dark as I like to use for Luca. But honestly, that was probably for the best, considering that I used just straight up black for Luca's fur. Speaking of the black marker, by the way, this is just gonna be a random thing I'm throwing in there. I did notice out of all of the markers I used, black was the only one that dried kind of gloss-like. All the other colors dried pretty matte, except for the metallic ones, obviously, which I'll show you in a second. But yeah, the black paint, when it dries, it's still pretty shiny, so it looks wet. And it is a little bit tacky, like it's a bit sticky. Like I remember using the black marker and then waiting for it to dry, and it felt like it was never drying. And then I would touch it and I was like, oh wow, it was actually dry this whole time. It's just like pretty glossy. So that was a little interesting compared to the other ones. Black goes on very thick as well, but I do like it a lot. It's like straight up black. It's not like a dark gray or anything. So I do appreciate that a lot, especially when it comes to Luca. Thank you so much. And yeah, and like I mentioned, there are metallic markers, gold, silver, and bronze. I will show you on the screen right now. They were great to work with, very glittery. The only thing about those markers, and it's my only like concern about the whole set overall, is that the bronze, like I don't know what happened, but it's like the oil and the paint like separated or something. So there are some streaks of like a desaturated paint in there. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but in person you'll see that the areas that I used bronze in, there's some weird streaks in there that are kind of off bronze. But that's literally like my only complaint about the whole marker set. Anyways, moving on to the picture. So yeah, black, glossy, everything else was great. I designed Luca as a cat, and Papaya, as you can see, is a deer. So that was for a couple reasons. One reason is because deer are just so beautiful and graceful and peaceful, you know, most of the time. I just felt like it fit him as a character. And also, just when I first designed Papaya, his name is Papaya, right? Okay, when I first designed Papaya, he had antlers. So this was also kind of like a throwback to that, to his original design, like 10 years ago? Was that 10 years ago? Yeah, that was 10 years ago. Wow. Or was it more than that? Oh my god, I can't even remember. So anyways, yeah, I do like that there was a pretty good selection of browns in this set. There was I wish there was like one more brown. I think I needed something like a little bit lighter. So I did have to use the bronze for a lighter for like the antlers, and I feel like it didn't really match as much. But honestly, like 4 browns is a pretty good selection, especially compared to like other sets that I've gotten before. So honestly, not really complaining too much. There are a lot of blues, which is great because Papaya is a character with lots of browns and lots of blues. So it was perfect, honestly. A lot of greens as well, now that I think about it. I tried to replicate the grass, like the Animal Crossing grass, but I don't know if I did too well of a job, which is fine. I wasn't too particular about the grass. I do like how it turned out overall. They're kind of like on this floating island thing. Papaya is supposed to have his leg up in the air, like I don't know what he's doing, like he's balancing on one foot or he's like in the middle of dancing. I don't know what's going on. And Luca's kind of looking at him amused, and yeah, I don't know. That was just kind of my whole thing. It was something like supposed to be, you know, a cute little doodle. I really like how it turned out overall. I love it, honestly. I love traditional art, especially. I feel like I would really like to use these markers for like making artwork as gifts for, you know, friends, family, that kind of stuff. I'm really excited to use them for gift art. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna talk about the markers a little bit. I feel like I'm going all over the place. I'm so sorry. I hope this isn't too much for you guys. So, as you can tell throughout the video, I do like this set a lot. I own 4 Arteza products, and I've tried 3 so far. And out of the 3 I've tried, the acrylic markers are absolutely my all-time favorite. We'll see if it changes with the next product, but as of right now, I love how these markers work. I love how the paint goes down. It's so smooth. None of the markers were dry. None of the paint was hard to get out of the markers, which is great. I will say the box came a little bit damaged, like the actual container for the markers. I don't know what's up with that. out of out of all of the products I've had sent from Arteza, it's the only product that was a little bit damaged, but the markers were fine. The set also comes with replaceable tips, which are two-sided, by the way. One side of the tip is rounded and the other side is chiseled. I haven't used the chiseled side yet. I probably should have, but I'm assuming it works just as great. I did just prefer the rounded tips for this picture, so I didn't really bother to switch them out. And it also comes with a tweezer to take the tips out as well. And it comes with a lot of tips, actually. I should count, but it's 2 little bags worth of tips. It's a lot of tips. Anyways, the colors are vibrant. I love vibrant colors. And the packaging of the Arteza markers does show somebody painting on a phone case. So I'm excited to see what types of surfaces I can use these markers on. For this picture, I did use watercolor paper, so it was very thick and textured. It worked like perfectly fine. I loved how it worked on this paper. But I'm excited to see what else I can use these markers on. Did I already say they're odor free? Yeah, like I smelled nothing, so that's pretty great, especially for people who are sensitive to smells. But yeah, overall, honestly, just like a 10 out of 10. 9 out of 10, the lowest. I love how these worked. If you are interested in trying these markers out for yourself, I will be having my affiliate link down below for those markers. Highly recommend you try those out. Along with the link to the markers, I'm also going to be linking you guys to Arteza's YouTube channel, which I do highly recommend you subscribe to. Not only because they have a ton of tutorials and DIY projects, but also they are hosting a giveaway. And there will be a link to that video as well, obviously, if you want to just cut right to it. So they are giving away $100 worth of products. You pick which products you want. You can get up to $100 worth. That's a pretty great price in my opinion. So to enter that giveaway, go to that video and leave a comment on why you should win the prize. And there will actually be 2 winners. So there's a better chance that you might win, maybe. Yeah, I recommend that if you do win, maybe get the markers, but it is up to you in the end, so like get whatever you want. Anyways, that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, maybe a little bit. Please be safe out there. Wash your hands, stay inside, be smart. Anyways, that's the end. Please be good outlets for me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!